Good morning, happy Saturday, happy rainy Saturday morning. It's actually one of my favorite weather, but I'm just glad that the rain came when I was done with my jog and back home. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently this morning. I've gotten a nice journal entry in this past week, and I want to share it with you. So I'm just going to go ahead and read. I may have to skip over a few details, like they say in the movies, to protect the names and privacy of some of the people involved. But basically, it's straight from the heart, and here we go, keeping it real. All right, here we go. So it's been over a week now, coming up on 2 weeks at the time of the journal entry, since I totally ditched dairy, red meat, and poultry. I've had seafood, shrimp and cod, a handful of times, 3 times to be exact, and I found out the hard way how detrimental to my well-being dairy and low-quality shrimp can be. I went out, and I'm going to skip over this part. I went out with a friend to a certain restaurant whose names I will withhold. And I dressed my shrimp with some kind of creamy lime dressing. It was a big mistake. Even before I got home, I was bloated and cramping. And it took the absence of that bad feeling, that feeling of discomfort, to make me realize just how unwell my food intake has been all these years. I still can't get over how rapidly my body is healing once I stop forcing those foods in. I'm so glad and grateful that I'm in a position to do better, and I spend, wow. And I spend the major part of my adult life paying very little attention to the quality of the foods I was consuming. I was only paying attention to quantity, to diet, and to whatever trend was out there without checking in with my body and with total disregard to individuality. Discovering bio-individuality and learning to tune into my body, listen to it, trust its needs, and respect its wishes may very well be saving my life. 2 to 3 years ago, I was in very bad health. Pain, eye trouble, borderline diabetic, fatigue, severe anemia, and weight fluctuation, drastic enough to have me in a panic at the scale. I'd gone from eating healthy and working out on a regular basis, and that was back when I was doing half marathons and training for them, to totally depriving my body of movement, starving it of sleep and good healthy food, and stress brought on by way too much on my plate, and unhealthy work environment were at the root of it. But although the stress was brought on by outside factors, it was my mismanagement of it that actually did me in. I woke up one day, or so it seemed, and I didn't even recognize myself. Not just physically, but I didn't recognize my life and the way I was living it. That's why being on this journey is so important to me. It's a lifeline, a rescue. I was drowning, and I needed to allow myself to resurface. I had the tools, I had the support, I had the means, but I needed to be motivated to use them. I'm not sure exactly what one thing did it for me. Looking back, there were many attempts at getting back to a healthier lifestyle, but I would revert to unhealthy choices, would feel bad. Okay, that was really, really bad. I don't know if I should stop or what, but I'm going to continue. I would revert to my unhealthy choices, would feel bad and depressed, and as a coping mechanism, I would eat. That vicious, frightening cycle had me in panic more nights than I can account for. I knew then that giving up wasn't an option, but I struggled. I think what finally clicked is aligning my truth to the walk. It's not until I decided to give myself the gift of kindness that I truly began to feel empowered. I had to go back to basics. I applied to to myself the same principles. Wow, this is really bad. Okay, but I continue. I had to apply to myself the same principles upon which my practice, the wellness palette, is built on. The same ones that I use with others, in kindness to self, to others, and to the world we live in. All of a sudden, I was taking care of myself, being kind with a purpose, making kind choices over unkind ones, motivate me far more than the label of good food, bad food. Looking at my choices as healing, rejuvenating, rewarding, nurturing, kind, loving, all help me stay on track. Respecting and appreciating my timing, my pace, my rhythm, and honoring my body, all the while challenging it to reach other levels. That's what I do as an integrative health coach for my clients, and it was high time I did it for myself. So to your health and mind, in love and kindness, and I'm going to stop here because it's basically where the entry stopped, and I'll pick back up later because in lieu of this bad weather, I think I'm going to go sit in quiet time and let God do his work. If you want to hear more, please continue to follow me on the channel and checking out the Wellness Palette's Facebook page. The channel on YouTube is Kat's Wellness Journey, and that's K, the @ S, Wellness Journey. To your health and mind, in love and kindness, and I'm going to go enjoy this rain right now. Talk to you soon.